Yeah. Look here. I wanted to holler at y'all real quick. Tell you what's on my mind grapes. They're farm to table, alright? And gluten free. It's the best kind. So, there's a couple things on my mind grapes today. I want to say like 2 or 3, but I'm going to see if I can just limit it to 2, alright? The first thing that's on my mind grapes is, I don't want to say it's like an indoctrination thing involving children, but I was thinking about this the other day in regards to the emphasis on necessity of money that's projected to kids. This happened to me a lot. A lot of folks in my age range, they might not remember this, but that's all right. That's what the mind grapes are for, to help you remember. There's a movie that I used to watch when I was too young to be watching the motherfucking movie, but we ain't give a fuck. We do what we want to do, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, we couldn't go outside. We watched a lot of VHS tapes. There's a movie called Boomerang, starring Eddie Murphy, right? Wonderful film. I liked it a lot. Cast was unforgivably black, and I dug that shit, right? So, I remember watching that movie, and Eddie Murphy had this apartment. I want to say it was like on the Manhattan side of the game. I knew this shit was in New York somewhere, but it's like on the highest floor in a building or whatever, and I want to say it had like this huge living room and dining area. The motherfucker had a remote control fireplace, right? Had this view overlooking the city and shit, and as a boy, I saw that shit, thought, if I want to get girls, I have to have a place like that, right? Because, it was an incredible apartment. I need to look that shit up, see exactly where it was, right? But as a boy, that's what I was thinking about. And TVs and movies and all kinds of other things, it was constantly telling me, inadvertently, of course, or at least that's what I believe, that, nigga, you gotta get your bread up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, nigga, I'm 9. What the fuck? Like, I can sell frozen cups, nigga, like 50 cents a piece. What the fuck? I'm not gonna get no place like that with a 9-year-old's money. But it was kind of planted at a very early age that you gotta get your bread up if you want people to like you and rock with you, and you like girls, nigga, you want girls, you better get your money up. And I never forgot that. It's funny because as a child, I remember looking at that place and thinking, man, what a great place to live. Everything's so pretty and so nice, and it looks roomy and spacious. As an adult, I'm like, nigga, what is your credit score? You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at that motherfucker, and it's like, I felt the last time I watched Boomerang, I felt like I was spending money just looking at that motherfucking place. I never did see how many bedrooms was in there, but I mean, we talking Upper East Side, New York, incredibly scenic view, roomy, spacious. The motherfucker had one neighbor. Like, nigga, what is your credit score? I have to know. And granted, he was like a marketing executive in the movie, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. That place looks, even my mental pictures look expensive when I think of that motherfucking place. But that was the thing growing up. You watching movies and TV shows, and everybody's got these nice homes, and there's all this room, there's all this space. They got the homes with the 2-car garages and all that shit. And it's like, how? You know what I mean? Because as a young boy, I thought everybody was broke, really. At least everybody I knew was broke. And so you would see certain things like a place with an upstairs. That's TV. Outside, like backyards, that's rich people shit. So that was a big thing that bothered me. And so, like, my son, obviously Jason's about to be 6. He's autistic, but he's very, very smart. Like, a little too damn smart, really. But he don't be tripping off that, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right as a father, that my son isn't obsessed with how to get this money. Because I was really stressed out as a kid, because it's like, we hurting, we struggling. I mean, we eating, but how can I help? How can I help and keep some money for me so I can go out and do the things that I want to do, right? Which, nah, nigga, in Baltimore projects, nah, you ain't doing none of that shit. But that was on my mind, you know what I'm saying? I want to share that with y'all. If you ever get a chance, watch that movie and look at that motherfucker's apartment. And if it don't make your pockets hurt, great, congratulations. Made mine hurt. It's actually making me angry to think about that shit right now. Tell you something else was on my mind, Grace, right? If I can remember this correctly. Oh, yeah. Another thing was on my mind, Grapes, was the necessity for gratitude. All right? Lee, what does the necessity for gratitude mean? Hang on a minute, I'll tell you. I've never been a very grateful person. I've been an angry person fuck, it's been almost 30 years. You know what I mean? I've been angry for a long, long time, and I've been in situations, many situations where I didn't really feel like there was anything to be grateful for. And I can honestly say, standing here in front of my phone recording this shit right now, I'm like, man, I'm so fucking grateful for the direction that our lives are going in, as far as myself, my partner, our son. You know what I mean? We've been here about 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. And like the quality of life, our quality of life is much better. Granted, there's a lot of motherfuckers hurting right now. You know what I mean? And it's important to keep that shit in mind. If you winning right now, that's fantastic. And I want you to keep winning. But don't ever get the shit twisted like that can't change. Don't ever think, well, I got mine, so everybody else should be straight. Because that's just not how it goes. It's a cold game out here, man. And we're in a good place right now. Things have gotten better. They're going to continue to get better because we won't stop moving towards that. But I'm just so fucking grateful. And I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't, excuse me. I'm not going to start crying like a little bitch or nothing, but it's important to understand that I can't believe I'm about to say this shit out loud, but you know what I'm saying? I've heard people say trouble don't last always, and it's true, but it's important to add a caveat to that yes, trouble don't last always, but nigga, it'll stick to your ribs for a good long while. You know what I mean? I wish somebody had kept it fully with me in that regard, but I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I made a few friends out in the interwebs and shit, people that I like, and then I got people that I love and respect. Don't nobody really, like, niggas know where I am, but don't nobody know where I am. And that's okay. Sometimes you need to disappear. You know what I mean? To make things better for you. Obviously, it's okay to want the people you care about to win, to prosper and all that good stuff, but how is your situation? And I'm not just saying on the do for self side of the game, because compassion has its place. Empathy, warmth, love, all those things serve purpose and they have their place. But I never really learned how to be grateful because I wasn't doing right by me and mine. I've always been big on being a people pleaser. How can I make it so that we all can win? And the kicker to that is, you can't. Better motherfuckers than me have tried and failed. I was just too damn arrogant to accept that, but I'm grateful, man. Sometimes, every now and again, a friend of the family will hit me up. They got something going on, and it's like, I got you. I got a little something. Help you get through this tough spot, and that shit makes me feel so good. Because I know what it's like to be down, man, and you need a hand, and motherfuckers is like, well, I'm going to pray for you. Like, I can't wipe my ass with a prayer, you know what I mean? One more thing that's on my mind, Graves, and I promise I'm going to let you go. If y'all, there's a lot of folks right now, because obviously it's holiday season and all that foolishness. If you rock with the holidays, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that shit. You know what I mean? For what it's worth. Leave me the fuck out of it. You know how many motherfuckers have told me, like, oh, have a Merry Christmas and all that shit, right? There's a lot of white folks out this motherfucker, right? And it's like, I turn into Pootie Tang, like, what I talk my day, me, like, what the fuck you want me to say? I don't fuck with Christmas. I don't really rock with too many holidays. It's like maybe four. You know what I mean? Maybe 5, counting Malcolm X's birthday. You know what I'm saying? That's my little niece's birthday. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters is born on May 19th. Anyway. But leave me the fuck out that shit. Alright? If you rock with the holiday, great, nigga. Like, I'm a son of Stamos. I don't push my religion on motherfuckers. I'll tell you about it if you ask. But I don't just be like, oh, Stamos bless you when you sneeze and all that shit. Like, give me space, nigga. Give me 3 feet. I don't celebrate Christmas. You know what I mean? That ain't nothing but another motherfucking Saturday to me. I'm going to get up on Saturday like I always do. I'm going to make my little plant sausages and make me some pancakes. Keep it pushing, nigga. Couple orange juice, get faded. We back where we supposed to be at. But that's what I got on my mind, Grapes. That's what's on my mind today. It wasn't really informative. I know it was rambling a little bit. Nigga rusty, you know what I mean? It's been a minute. But I'm going to holler at y'all one more again, you know what I'm saying? Hit you with these artisanal mind grapes, and we're going to see how we rock, all right? That's the end of the video. Get out of here. Good day.